to Medical Dialogues, your daily dose of health and medical news. I'm Roshni there. Let's look at today's top headlines. No medical negligence in inserting central venous catheter. Consumer Court exonerates Fortis Hospital doctors. Taking note of the fact that no evidence had been filed to prove the treating doctors guilty, the State Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission recently exonerated the Fortis Hospital, Delhi and its doctors from charges of medical negligence while treating a patient suffering from multiple problems including hypertension, chronic kidney disease, advanced azotemia, bacterial pneumonia and sepsis. Although the complainants had challenged the treatment procedure adopted by the doctors in inserting central venous catheter, dismissing the complaint, the Commission noted that it is clear from the record that there exists no evidence which would substantiate the claim of the complainants that the treatment given to the patient by the opposite parties was not acceptable or was not used generally at the time when the patient was operated upon. On first day of work, a 18-year-old nurse found hanging in Uttar Pradesh private hospital. The body of an 18-year-old nurse was found hanging on the premises of a private hospital in Unnao district of Uttar Pradesh on Saturday morning. The family of the victim alleged that the woman was gang raped before she was killed by the accused person. The affair has been registered against 3 people on the basis of complaint of the victim's mother. The hospital was opened recently on 25th April. The woman had joined work at the hospital on 29th April, for which she had rented a room in the nearby area. Her family members said that the woman had returned to her room since there was no patient in the hospital during the day, but the hospital owner allegedly called her at around 10 p.m. and asked her to do night duty. Shashi Shekhar Singh, additional superintendent of police, announced said a woman's body has been found at New Jeevan Hospital. To ascertain the circumstances of death, a post-mortem has been ordered. The family has alleged that the woman was raped and then killed. An FIR against 3 people has been filed and strict action will be taken against them. Her body has been sent for post-mortem to ascertain the cause of death. Investigation into the matter has been started. More details are awaited. Pfizer's COVID drug Paxlovid fails to show benefit as preventive therapy. Pfizer on Friday said a large trial found that its COVID-19 oral antiviral treatment Paxlovid was not effective at preventing coronavirus infection in people living with someone infected with the virus. The trial enrolled 3,000 adults who were household contacts exposed to an individual who was experiencing symptoms and had recently tested positive for COVID-19. They were either given Paxlovid for 5 or 10 days or a placebo. Those who took the 5-day course were found to be 32% less likely to become infected than the placebo group. That rose to 37% with 10 days of Paxlovid. However, the results were not statistically significant and thus possibly due to chance. Pfizer said safety data in the trial was consistent with previous studies, which had shown the pills to be nearly 90% effective at preventing hospitalization or death in COVID patients at high risk of severe illness when taken for 5 days shortly after symptom onset. Pfizer said Paxlovid, which consists of 2 different antiviral drugs, is currently approved or authorized for additional or emergency use in more than 60 countries across the globe to treat high-risk COVID-19 patients. First-year MBBS students of Madurai Medical College take Charak Shapath. Dean was suspended. The Dean of a state-run medical college was relieved of his post and put on the waiting list as Maharishi Charak Shapath rather than the Hippocratic Oath was administered to first-year new students. A departmental inquiry has been ordered, the government said on Sunday. Madurai Government Medical College has organized a welcome reception for the first-year students. It was reported that during the oath-taking ceremony, the students dressed in the uniforms replaced the centuries-old tradition of Greek origin, the Hippocratic Oath, with Charak Shapath. At the Madurai Government Medical College, instead of the Hippocratic Oath, the Charak Shapath was administered on Saturday to the newly admitted students, and this is strongly commendable, an official release said. The Directorate of Medical Education of the state government has issued a notice to the Madurai Medical College and sought an explanation against the first-year students taking Maharishi Charak Shapath instead of Hippocratic Oath. Hence, the Dean of the Madurai College, Dr. A. Ranthineval, was relieved of his post and is placed on the waiting list, the government said. That's all for today. Stay safe.
Never miss a medical update from Medical Dialogues. Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.